Hi, I'm going over problem 10-22B found on page 524 of your text. I'm doing this because it is the B version of 10-18A that you're going to be working on for your first Excel assignment. Now, you only have to do requirements 1 and 2. So let me show you what I would like from you. First off, I want you to let Excel do all the calculations for you. So as much as you might be tempted to do the calculations on a piece of paper and type them in, fight against that. That's not going to help you out in learning how to use Excel, and it's really a great tool. So let's just go over this and I will show you what is required. So Lenny Worthington is the general manager of Crossroad Tanning Salons. During 2012, he worked for the company all year at a $6,100 monthly salary. He also earned a year-end bonus equal to 5% of his salary. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is figure out his salary, his bonus, and his gross pay. So we're going to go down here to E7, and I'm going to use the equal sign, which that indicates to Excel that you want to do some mathematics. So he earns $6,100 a month, and he worked for 12 months. That's 73.2. His bonus is equal to 5% of his salary. So here we can just say equal sign, just use the up arrow to go to E7 and say times 5%. And that gives us 3660. Now, to add those two up, I always use the sum function, which I think is just the most awesome feature in Excel. So, equal sign sum, open parentheses, and then I just highlight the numbers I want it to add up, close the paren. So here it says add everything from E7 through E9, and then hit enter, and that is his total gross pay. Now, I'm going to put an underline here, and rather than use this underline here, I like to use the borders and just use the bottom border. Okay? All right, and if we want, what we can do here is also give it, we can give it some commas. Now the commas will all automatically put in cents. I don't have any problem with that right now. Okay, so now we're going to go further on and read through the problem. Worthington's federal income tax withheld during 2012 was $810 per month plus $928 on the bonus. So we can say equals, open parentheses, 810 times 12 plus 928 will give us $10,648 in income tax. Says state income tax withheld came to $80 per month plus $60 on the bonus. So I'm going to just go down a line and take care of the state income tax. So that's equal to 80 times 12 plus 60. And that gives us 1,020. The FICA tax withheld was 7.65% of the first $106,800 in annual earnings. So he doesn't come anywhere close to the 106.8 ceiling for FICA. So all of his wages are going to be subject to the 7.65% FICA tax, and that's $5,879.79. And we'll fix the dollar signs on this in just a second. It says Worthington authorized the following payroll deductions. United Fund contribution of 1% of total earnings. Okay, so let's do that. Times 1%. And then we have life insurance of $15 per month. So equals 15 times 12 is 180. So now I'm going to add this up with my sum, right? And that gives us $18,496.39 of withholdings. So here I'm going to give these commas, which will also give me some decimal places, make my decimal places uniform. I'm going to add an underline, and then my total net pay is going to be the difference between 76,860, so I just highlight that, right, and my total deductions. So Mr. Worthington's total net pay was $58,363.61. Now let's go over to the requirement number 2, which is all about the employer's portion. So we're going to start with his gross pay. So equal sign, and I'm going to just click on E10, and that will pick up that number right there. I don't have to type it in. I don't have to worry about making any errors. Now the FICA tax is a match. So I'm actually going to just recalculate this, but you could take the exact number that you have in E13 as well. State unemployment tax. State unemployment tax has a ceiling of $7,000 a year. So the employer never has to pay unemployment on more than $7,000 a year. I'm going to go ahead and do that calculation. So that's going to be 7,000 times, and the state unemployment rate is 5.4%, which is $378. And the federal unemployment has the same ceiling, and that's times 0.08%, which is $5. It's 0.8%, not 08%. Oops. Be careful there. All right, so now I'm going to add in my commas and my decimals. I'm going to add an underline, and I'm going to add up the total employer payroll taxes. All right, now the benefits, retirement benefits. Crossroads provides Worthington with health insurance at a cost of $110 per month, and during 2012 they paid $7,000 into Worthington's retirement plan. So I can just type in 7, and then health was at $110 a month, so that's 110 times 12. All right, so his total benefits were $83.20. Again, I'm going to add my comma there and my underline. And so the total expense for the employer is equal to the gross pay plus the payroll taxes plus the total benefits. And that's all you need to do.